What does this mean, that there are no universal truths? I mean, by dividing it up into 4 domains, I mean, aren't you saying basically that we're in the ultimate relativism?
You're going to think I'm fudging on this one now. I get to ask this question: is this postmodern?
Well, I don't want to use jargon, but
okay. Well, anyway, I said I hope not when somebody said I think it's postmodern, but it sort of is. What happens is the ultimate or the universal truth must be viewed from one of the 4 domains.
So each of them has their own ultimate truth.
They can claim universal truth if they want to. It's sort of a slippery issue, but if you're going to posit truth is out there, absolute, certain, and once you find it, it is universal.
Covering all 4 domains.
Covering all 4 domains, you're in trouble because they're not going to agree as to what's out there. But if you get within one of the 4 domains, like philosophy, and you argue metaphysical issues, and you start off with the view that truth is beyond man and beyond language, that it is out there, that there was truth before there was any person. I have a hard time with that because for me, truth is an assertion. It is not something you find. It's an assertion about what is out there. And it has to be asserted within one of the 4 domains. If I assert there is absolute universal truth out there, the question to ask me then is, on what basis would you find this truth? Which domain are you operating in?
Right.
And therefore, I've, in one sense, defended universal truth, and on the other, denied it.
That's a nice trick.
Yeah, I think so. The scientist who's looking for the way the world is, let's take E equal mc squared, Einstein's famous formula.
Which I never have quite understood. But go ahead.
Well, it's quite a I think I've read a book or 2 on it, and I still am not quite sure about it. But the concept that he found the truth, I would assure anybody that most scientists would tell you they don't like the word truth, that they say that's the business of philosophers. We don't look for truth. But then if you look at their work and you see E equal mc squared, and they assert it, even trust it with their lives, they do, in fact, with their actions, tell us that it's true. Just as they told us in Newton's formula of physics, F equal ma, force equal mass times acceleration. That was taught as true. They don't equivocate in the physics class and say this may or may not be true.
Right.
But they don't like the word truth. They view it as the word that a philosopher or a theologian might use, and they don't want to be associated with philosophy and theologians. Oddly enough, I've always thought that philosophers saw science as their creation.
Yes.
Their red-headed stepchild that turned against them. And from a scientist's point of view, they're curious about philosophy, but if you try to get them to read it, they quickly lose interest. They want to know where the data are. So,
Right.
But I hope that answers the question.
Well, it certainly moves that direction. But again, I guess I'm not clear